2022 is nearly over, and if you're like me, as soon as it gets to the end of the year, my mind goes straight to what games will be coming out the following year so I can start getting excited. There has been an amazing selection of farming games that have come out in 2022 on Nintendo Switch, including Rune Factory 5, Wildflowers, and Disney's Dreamlight Valley, just to name a few. So what's in store for 2023? I'm going to show you 5 epic looking farming RPGs that will be released on Nintendo Switch next year. First up, we have Kokopus Atlas. I've had my eye on this game for a while now, as it looks to be a bit of a mashup between Dragon Quest Builders and Animal Crossing. Kokopus Atlas is an open world sandbox farming game currently in development by Hypermegapixel and Aesthetian Labs, with an estimated release date of early 2023. You'll play as a galactic hero who has crash landed on an unknown planet where you'll begin exploring, building, and farming to survive. You won't have to tough it out alone though, as you'll have your own little chicken bionic follower who'll help you in your exploration by scanning for resources, crafting items, and creating blueprints. If you like customization in a game, then I'm sure you'll love this one, as you can terraform the planet by moving blocks and placing various items to shape your new home into whatever you see fit. The planet you'll find yourself on will be inhabited by locals who'll have their own little settlements, where you can find them going about their daily lives and interacting with the environment. There is of course farming in this game, where you can grow plants and trees for food, decoration, defense, and even terraforming. Not only will you plant things on your farm, but you can also do it in the wild, as it will attract certain animals. I absolutely love the look of this game. It looks so charming and cute, and it really looks like the developers are quite passionate about the work they're doing, so my expectations for this game are through the roof. Next up, we have Everdream Valley, which is this cozy, lush farming life sim being developed by Moon Eaters and Cubic Games. The demo for this game was actually released last year. I'll link that in the description if you're interested. So while there's no official release date, I think it's safe to assume it will be next year sometime. In Everdream Valley, you play as an 11-year-old who has decided to spend their summer holidays at their grandparents' farm. Here you'll do a variety of chores like tending to crops and livestock, fishing, training your pets, bug catching, and even herding animals with your dog. By day you'll spend your time on the farm doing chores, and at night you'll have access to a magical hat that can transform you into a cat or a dog, where you'll defend your farm from wolves and chase mice. Being a kid certainly doesn't limit you in this game, as you'll be able to do all the regular things you'll expect in a farming game, like upgrading your farm or building and repairing items. I'm not sure what your grandparents will make of their little grandkid upgrading and running their farm, but I'm interested to see how it plays out. I absolutely love the look of this game. It looks so wholesome and all the animals look so fat and squishy. Onto a more realistic looking game, Sunnyside is a JRPG farming life sim and is currently being developed by Rainy Games. This one is more of a social farming game with a heavy focus on relationships, farm customization, and building. You'll move to the town of Sunnyside, which is based in Japan, and take up residence in a vacant plot of farming land. From there you'll build up your very own farm from scratch, where you can tend to crops and livestock and craft artisan goods to earn some cash. There's a lot of customization here, as you'll be able to build up your own house and decorate it, but also place your farming buildings wherever you want and decorate your farm as well. It also looks like there'll be quite a large selection of buildings and decorations to choose from. There's a massive range of animals that you can house on your farm, with your standard cows and chickens, but then you'll also get animals like llamas, ducks, rabbits, and more. Not only this, but you'll have to watch out for wild animals like foxes that may attack your livestock, and raccoons that'll steal your stuff. Similar to Animal Crossing, you'll have a phone that you'll use to access a lot of things like farm details, to-do lists, checking the weather, getting goods delivered, and more. Sunnyside looks to be so detailed and so in-depth, with a lot of elements that are rarely seen in other farming games. It really seems like it'll be one of those amazing farming games that really stands out from the rest by introducing different sort of mechanics that other farming games simply don't have. Sunnyside was meant to be released this year, first for PC and then for Nintendo Switch, but as it's November and it hasn't been released on PC yet, I think it's safe to assume this will now be a 2023 release, and one that I'm really looking forward to. Next up is Garden Witch Life, a cozy magical farming game currently being developed by Free Time Studio. They haven't really given any information at all when this might be released, so I'm not 100% this will be released in 2023, but here's hoping. In this farming game, you'll play as a witch who has lost her job and decides to move to a new town. You'll take up residence in a vacant witch house that you can repair, expand, and decorate to make it your own. Alongside this, you'll also tend to your garden to grow plants for potions and learn magical spells. As you explore your new town, you can build relationships with your new neighbours, getting to know their stories, and you'll also be able to uncover secret ruins with 3D platforming elements. It also looks like you might be able to travel to different worlds, so if that's true, that would be really cool. Lastly, we have Fae Farm, which I think is probably the biggest game from this list and by far the most hyped up. Fae Farm is a farming and adventure RPG currently being developed by Phoenix Labs and is expected to be released on Nintendo Switch in spring 2023. This is yet another farming game with magical elements where you'll take up residence on an enchanted island called Zoria. You'll be able to use your magic to help out with your farm, where you'll tend to crops, raise animals, and craft items, all of which you can do with up to 3 other players, and you'll also be able to customize your character and your home. You'll also be able to use your magic to defend yourself against enemies as you explore the island, build relationships with the locals and learn about their past, discover the island's history where humans and elves once lived in harmony, and investigate what happened that resulted in the falling out. I, for one, can't wait for 2023 so I can play all of these amazing games. I feel like farming RPGs have really stepped up lately, as I'm finding more often that the ones I play are more detailed, more story-rich, have more interesting characters, and just generally have better gameplay mechanics. The overall quality of these games are definitely improving, and I am so here for it. Let me know in the comments below what games you're looking forward to, if there's any good ones that I may have left out, and just any general thoughts you might have. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like or comment if this review helped you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!